Chosen one, Wednesday is no ordinary day. This is not just another square on your calendar. This Wednesday is different. Mark it. It's not a random midpoint in your week. It's a divine pivot, a sacred turning point carved into time itself. You're not stumbling across this message by chance. You're being summoned. Because this Wednesday, heaven has scheduled something significant, not just for your life, but through your life. There are moments when the divine begins to shift things on earth. Days when the unseen aligns, portals open, instructions descend. And while the world may move through the day asleep, you, chosen one, are being alerted ahead of time. This is your signal. This Wednesday carries weight. It is not casual. It is charged with destiny, saturated with sacred timing. Do not miss it. There's urgency in the spirit, and it has your name written in light. Stay with us until the very end of this video and write your warmest wishes and 777 inches in the comments below. Let this moment become a spark, a ripple of faith across the timeline. May it energize the universe and align the blessings with your voice. One comment, one agreement, one bold act of belief could change everything. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's begin. Chosen one, this Wednesday is sacred. It might look normal. It might come cloaked in the ordinary. You might wake up and check your messages, sip your tea, or walk to work like it's nothing different. But beneath the surface, oh, there's movement. There's acceleration. There's a release you've been praying for. And heaven has decided that Wednesday is the day it begins to break open. And when it breaks open, it will never go back to how it was. You see, your entire journey has been training for days like this. The tears, the battles, the prayers you whispered when no one else believed in you, the moments when you stood when it felt like everything was pushing you down, those weren't random, they were seeds. And Wednesday, it's your rain. The sky is finally opening to water what was planted in faith. Get ready, because you're about to watch what happens when destiny collides with divine timing. Chosen one, there are divine thresholds, and then there are divine explosions. This isn't just about walking through a door. This is about God flinging the doors open for you. You've waited. You've been tested. And now, what was delayed is arriving. But here's the thing, he doesn't just release the promise without calling your attention to the timing. That's why this video is here. That's why you were drawn to this message. You are not watching by accident. You are being positioned. You are being prepared. You've asked for confirmation. This is it. You've wondered if your name was really being whispered in heaven. It is. You've questioned whether the timing would ever make sense. It's beginning to. Wednesday will come, and with it, a window of divine opportunity, a prophetic crack in the timeline of your life. You must be spiritually awake. You must listen closely. You must act boldly, because not only is something coming to you, it's something that will need you. Your readiness matters now more than ever. Chosen one, let me tell you plainly. If you've been feeling the pressure intensify, if you've been experiencing chaos, confusion, or a sense of being stuck right before this week, it's because the enemy always attacks hardest when you're on the edge of transformation. But pressure is the prelude to power. Pressure always precedes promotion. And this week, particularly on Wednesday, the power is about to shift. The spiritual authority you've been growing in silence will now start bearing public fruit. What was hidden will begin to shine. What was buried is rising. What was silent is about to roar. The spotlight of heaven is circling, and it's landing on the faithful ones who stayed the course. That includes you. So here's what you must understand. This Wednesday is not only about breakthrough, it's also about obedience. God is giving instructions, not suggestions. Instructions. Some of you will feel a nudge in your spirit to act. It may be to send a message, to finish a project, to give generously, to leave a place of comfort, to apply, to forgive. Whatever it is, it won't make full logical sense, but your spirit will know. This is the move, and when you follow that divine prompt, oh, what will unlock doors, alignments, miracles, even financial shifts that were long overdue. Wednesday is a portal to provision, but only those with spiritual ears will hear. Only those in position will receive. Chosen one, be found ready. There is something else too. On Wednesday, heaven will settle something concerning you. There's been tension, war over your destiny, delays that didn't make sense, even betrayals that made you question if you were going in the right direction. But this Wednesday is a court day in heaven. A verdict is being passed down in your favor. What was contested is about to be confirmed. What was blocked is about to be released. Your name is being cleared. Your path is being blessed. And your legacy is being realigned. You've been overlooked, but no more. You've been underestimated, but watch what God does next. Chosen one, your life is shifting from surviving to steering. You're not being dragged by the currents anymore. You are stepping into the driver's seat, spiritually, emotionally, financially. Your alignment with heaven is accelerating, and this Wednesday is the ignition point. There will be signs. Expect confirmation. Something undeniable that heaven has touched your timeline. It might come in a dream, a phone call, a divine delay that leads to a better route, a financial breakthrough, a voice you haven't heard in a long time that re-emerges with purpose. But whatever the sign is, it will speak clearly. And when it does, you'll remember this message. This is your countdown. This is your cue. This is your watch what I do moment. So don't minimize it. Don't sleep on it. Don't brush this off as another encouraging video. Chosen one, you've been waiting for days like this your whole life. This is not the end. This is the hinge. This is the turn, and you must walk through it with eyes wide open and a heart fully awake. You were not created to drift. You were created to deliver. Deliver breakthrough, deliver favor, deliver legacy. So prepare yourself, clean your heart, listen for divine instructions, position yourself in prayer, in action, in expectation, because this Wednesday something significant will unlock, not just a blessing, but a blueprint, not just a check, but a calling, not just applause, but an assignment. God isn't just sending you provision. He's reminding you of your position. You're a chosen one, and chosen ones don't operate by chance. They operate by divine code. There's a reason your spirit won't settle. There's a reason something in you has been stirring these past few days. It's not anxiety. It's divine anticipation. The soil of your spirit knows when heaven is about to drop a seed. And Wednesday, chosen one, is the day that seed makes contact with your ground. What's different this time? It's not just a word, it's an instruction. It's not just a feeling, it's a divine confirmation. And most importantly, it's not just a delay, it's now a delivery. Something that's been in the waiting room of your life is about to move into the birthing room, and you will feel it. Chosen one, you felt passed over before, but this time, you're being passed to your next realm, passed to your appointed level, past the baton of responsibility that comes only to those who didn't run from their preparation. Let's be clear, this isn't for everyone. There are many who will go through Wednesday and never know what it held. Many who will be distracted, busy, caught in the scroll, lost in their comfort zones. But not you, because you've been set apart.
You've been tuned in. You've been rising in the silence of your obedience. And now God is saying, watch what I do with the one who stayed faithful in obscurity. Obscurity is not rejection, it's protection. Your isolation was a strategy. Your delays were divine, because what's coming to you on Wednesday is weighty. And it couldn't be handed to someone who wasn't deeply rooted. And guess what? You're rooted. You're stronger than you've ever been. Even if your flesh feels tired, even if your mind is unsure, your soul knows you were born for this. Don't underestimate the day. Wednesday is a divine trigger. A moment when years of delay can dissolve in minutes. A moment when one act of obedience can unleash the gates of abundance. A moment when heaven says now is the time. And what happens on that day could redefine your entire year. Some of you are going to receive a divine idea. It may feel small, but it will be sacred. You'll want to write it down. Pray over it. Protect it. Because that idea will be a seed of future wealth, impact, healing, or transformation. Don't ignore the gentle whispers. Don't overlook the sudden flashes of vision. Heaven will speak in codes, symbols, nudges, so stay alert. Others of you are going to feel the urge to separate from something. Maybe it's a habit, a person, a pattern, a commitment that no longer matches your calling. Wednesday is about decisive separation, not because you're better than someone, but because what's on your life now demands higher ground. You're not walking in circles anymore. You're walking in covenant, and some of you will be positioned publicly. You've been hidden long enough. God is going to place you in rooms, conversations and opportunities you didn't chase, and it will feel like it came out of nowhere, but it didn't. You're just arriving at the intersection of preparation and divine release. This is why you can't afford to second-guess yourself now. Confidence will be your currency. Boldness will be your signature. Don't shrink. Chosen one. Shine chosen. Chosen one. Shine. This is not the season to hide your gifts. This is not the moment to silence your voice. This is the moment to stand boldly in who you are, what you carry, and what heaven has assigned to your name. Your anointing is not up for debate. Your future is not up for discussion. It is sealed. It is scheduled. A scheduled discussion. It is sealed. It is scheduled. And this Wednesday is one of the dates heaven circled in red. Have you noticed how time has felt different lately? How fast things have been moving? That's not a coincidence. That's acceleration. When heaven gets ready to release something major, sees something major, the pace ship will come and go quickly. Lessons stack faster. People come and go quickly. Lessons stack faster. Discomfort increases, but so does clarity. This is the storm before the shift. You're feeling it, because you're standing right at the edge. You're feeling it, because you're standing right at the edge. Chosen one. Wednesday is a gate day. A gate is more than a doorway. It's a passage into territory. When a gate opens in the spirit, it means access has been granted, but it's your job to walk through. And to walk through, you must let go of what came. And to walk through, you must let go of what can't come with you. Dead weight, delay, even distractions that seem innocent, that keep you out of alignment. Wednesday is a gate into greater. You can't carry yesterday through it. Let go now so you can grow now. Let go of the you can grow out. Let go of the you can grow out. Come out to your destiny. Let go of the you cover timeline, the culture to your destiny. Let go of the you cover timelines, culture is further. Let go of the you're stepping into the version of you that heaven designed. The one that builds, that speaks, that creates, that creates, that creates, that creates, that grows in divine wealth and wisdom. That gets out, the divine welcome out. Within us here, that gets activated through obedience. And Wednesday is your opportunity to activate, to build. And Wednesday is your opportunity to build, to give us here. For some of you, Wednesday will mark the end of luck. You'll receive insight about how to multiply what you not see. You'll receive insight about how to multiply. You'll receive the courage rise to make a bold move. You'll receive an attitude. And you'll pull it. The way. You sense a spiritual shift in your home. Inahovic, ilifanya, siuvegetulat, isniavegetulat, siuvegetulat, ulivegetulat, isniaveget, isniaveget, when isniavegetulat, ivegetulat, isniavegetulat,
You will hear what you used to ignore. You will feel what used to feel numb. This is the kind of transformation that makes the enemy tremble, because once a chosen one sees clearly, they can't be manipulated again. Once you hear heaven, you can't be confused by noise. Once you walk in your authority, you can't be bullied by shadows. Wednesday is clarity, power, and permission, all in one. So prepare, declare, and dare to believe. Prepare your atmosphere, clean your space, anoint your doorposts, set your intentions, declare with your voice. Speak boldly what you expect to happen. Speak it over yourself, your business, your family, your mind. Dare to believe. Stretch your faith bigger than your past, bigger than what you've seen, bigger than what you feel qualified for. God is about to show you that belief unlocks blessing, because this Wednesday, heaven will echo your yes. There is a power that comes from alignment, and this Wednesday is calling you into it. Alignment is not about perfection, it's about precision. It's when your decisions, your emotions and your spirit are in agreement with your divine assignment. And chosen one, the more aligned you are, the faster the flow becomes. The more you're in tune with what heaven is doing, the less resistance you face when moving forward. This is the day where precision will matter. You must walk carefully, not fearfully, but intentionally. You must listen more than you speak. Pay attention to small details. Even subtle shifts in your atmosphere may carry big meanings. Someone you meet could be carrying the key. A place you're led to go might hold divine coordinates. A sentence you hear in passing may be heaven's confirmation. This is not the time to shrug things off. This is the time to lean in. Heaven is whispering. Are you listening? Chosen one, you are a vessel of spiritual intelligence. The things you've gone through have trained your spiritual senses. You know the difference between coincidence and calling. You know when it's not just a feeling, it's a prompt. And this is one of those weeks when that discernment becomes your greatest weapon. Let's be clear, spiritual intelligence is your advantage in this season. Not everyone sees what you see. Not everyone hears what you hear. Not everyone feels the shift you feel coming. But you do. And that's not a burden. It's a privilege. That means you're one of the ones chosen to walk ahead of the curve, to sense it before it surfaces, to prepare before others even recognize what's happening. This Wednesday is your spiritual appointment, and you will not miss it. Not if you stay ready, not if you stay aware, not if you trust what's stirring inside. You are not crazy. You are being called. This Wednesday is part of your rollout. The unveiling of what's been hidden, the revealing of what's been held back. But most of all, it's the alignment of you to your true name. The name heaven calls you. The name your spirit has known all along. Chosen one. It's time to rise to it. No more apologizing for your anointing. No more minimizing your calling. No more delaying obedience because you're waiting for clarity to come with comfort. This Wednesday is the line in the sand. You either obey the whisper, or you miss the window. And chosen one, you've come too far to let fear win. Now let faith rise. Let boldness move through your bones. Let the oil on your life finally flow freely. The dam is breaking. The pressure is shifting. And heaven is releasing the next wave in your favor. There will be proof. Yes, God is going to confirm it. The timing, the instruction, the elevation, the shift. He's going to make it so clear that even your past self will sit back and smile. That even the doubters around you will have to admit something different is on you. That even your enemies will watch and be confused about how you got where you are without their approval. Because God's hand is on this, not man's, not the algorithm, not luck, not chance. It's divine orchestration. It's alignment from above. And it's about to touch your natural world in undeniable ways. Be ready for acceleration. Things will move quickly after Wednesday. The slow build is over. The long wait is breaking, and the momentum is coming like a flood. You'll have to make decisions fast. You'll need to trust yourself. You'll have to act without overanalyzing. Why? Because hesitation can be a thief, and this is not the time to be robbed of what's rightfully yours. Start preparing even now. Prepare your heart. Release what needs to go. The bitterness, the resentment, the fear, the comparison. You can't walk through a gate with a heavy heart. You can't hold the next level with shaky hands. Let the weight drop now. Cry it out if you need to. Breathe deep. Forgive deeply. Open wide. Heaven needs space in your spirit to pour this next blessing. Prepare your hands. There is work coming. Assignments, ideas, projects, platforms, connections. They're coming. But here's the truth. You can't receive what's next if your hands are still clinging to what's past. You can't carry the blessing if you're buried in distractions. Make room. Clear the noise. Declutter your calendar. If the Spirit nudges you to pause, listen. Don't confuse urgency with importance. The divine doesn't shout. It whispers. Be still. Be open. Be ready. Because what's being handed to you requires empty hands, a quiet heart, and a soul tuned in to higher frequencies.